Here we are outside iDÉAME 2013 with Mikael from Frozenbyte. We already know everything about Trine 2. We love the game, it's beautiful, it's a success I hope. What can you tell us more about the game that maybe we don't know, but the reception, the Wii U version?
Well, thank you for saying that. It's been a success and we're really glad that it has worked out so well. To tell us more, well, the Wii U version is kind of different because it has the DLC and the touch controls, but there's also a hidden level that has Nintendo themed stuff. But yeah, it's something that we've been doing. It's a second Trine and then the DLC and a year extra, so we are probably going to do a Trine 3 at some point. But right now it's more like, hey, let's do something else. So I think it's been awesome, but there's a good ending point, I think, that we passed already, and we're doing something other than nice stuff.
Okay, I think it's your first time in this event, maybe first time in Spain too?
It's not my first time in Spain, but yeah, iDÉAME is the first for me, and they put me to do like a panel and a speech, so I'm a bit scared. Yeah, I love Spain. Like when I left Finland, the Nordics, it's still snow up there, and then here you come to 20 plus something weather and it's beautiful. So I'm a bit sad that I have to leave soon, Monday. So yeah.
Talking about Nordics, there are a lot of indie developers around this event and other events. Nordic industry is like full steam right now, especially with indie guys. What do you think about it?
We love all the small, independent, and everybody who's doing something creative. Like here, I don't really want to play Trine 2 anymore because there's so many good games. I was like, hey, let me play that. And, it's like so much to do and great people. And in the Nordic, yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out. And I mean, we're big. We're 50 people strong now, but we're still trying to be as independent in terms of publishing and financing and doing the games that we really want to do. So if we can be an example to the indie community, we'd love to kind of represent that too. And it's all we want to do. Like, I don't know what indie means anymore, but if we want to represent, then that's the thing we kind of want to do.
There's a big change you've passed through with Frozenbyte, that you're like 100% independent and you publish your own stuff, right?
Yeah, it's something that of course you got to work with partners. So with Nintendo, we self-publish, but Nintendo's been a huge help, and it's something that we can't do everything, but as much as we can and want to do, we kind of internalize. So we're definitely moving into that direction of being as independent as possible, but it's never fully possible, so I don't know. It's a lot of good times, and we're just glad that Nintendo took us in under the wing.
Cool. You actually have 2 stops here at iDÉAME, as you said. First is a panel about sequels. What are you teaching about sequels after trying to young developers?
Sequels, well, they are easier than making a new game, right? But then again, if you think about it as, oh, they're easy, I'll just make a new sequel, then you're kind of missing the point. Because nobody's going to want a game that's just like a copy of the first game. So you have to innovate, you have to do a lot of stuff. Trine 2, it was easy for us because we had to do the engine again because we wanted multiplayer online. So we redid the whole engine, and while we're doing it, we did, of course, a lot of graphics stuff. So it looks very different, it acts very different, but there's still the same thing that we all liked in Trine 1. So yeah, sequels, good. Missing the point if you just do the copy of the same thing. So I think that's the fine line.
The other point is the masterclass. You told me before that you were trying to make it a bit funnier than what it's supposed to be. What are you doing on your Frozenbyte masterclass?
To be honest, I have no idea what I'm going to do, and I think it might even be an hour and a half long.
Wow!
And I don't know if I can swear here, but internally I'm swearing right now. Yeah, I think that it's also the last thing. So like the Sunday, the last thing, everybody's like, yeah, maybe we should go already. So maybe I'll just get up and tell a few jokes, some industry secrets maybe, because nobody's listening anymore. Let's just make it fun.
Talking about secrets, I don't know if you can share anything with us about what you're thinking about right now on the studio. What are you trying to do?
We're trying to, pun right there. We're doing. I mean, like I said, eventually we might as well make a third Trine game, but right now we don't see it as being the thing. We have a mobile game which is also multi-platform, maybe Wii U potential, coming out, which has been coming out for forever, called Splot. I don't want to talk too much about that because I always jinx it and then it doesn't come out and so on. But we have a new IP, so the majority of the team is working on something pretty big. And all I can say that it usually goes with the same trends that we'd like to do. So, you know, some multiplayer or co-op, and also maybe some physics, and then beautiful graphics. But it's definitely very, very different than Trine.
Same concept, different result.
Well, same ideas that we like, of course, in very different forms. But hopefully people will be like, hey, that's a very, very different game, but there's still like a Frozenbyte soul to it, so yeah.
And the closing one, you're the marketing dude, Frozenbyte.
Yeah.
Are you sharing anything with young developers about indie marketing for games?
I could. I would love to talk about indie marketing because I like to be the guy that doesn't really spend money and then, you know, takes his shirt off on Reddit and makes 700,000 views or whatever, and stupid stuff, you know. And that's something that you need to share because it's a different kind of mentality. But there's a panel on it today. I'm not on it. But it's something I like to talk about, so I'm sure that I'll get to talk about it a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Looking forward to your hopefully not boring masterclass tomorrow.
We'll see. I think it's going to be boring. I'm just, you know, ramping myself up just in case.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.